Before most people start studying for the Praxis 5038, they ask one question: what is actually on this test? The study guides can feel vague, and it's hard to know exactly what you need to focus on. I recently took and passed the Praxis 5038 and became certified to teach English K through 12. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly what the exam covers and what you should expect on test day. First, let's start with a quick overview of the exam. The Praxis 5038 is called English Language Arts Content Knowledge, and it's designed to measure whether you have the knowledge needed to teach English at the secondary level to high schoolers. The test includes 130 selected response questions, and you'll have about 2.5 hours to complete the exam. The questions are a mix of reading analysis, grammar, writing concepts, literature knowledge, and teaching strategies. One major portion of the test focuses on reading comprehension and literary analysis. You'll often be given a short passage and ask questions about things like tone, theme, figurative language, point of view, and how specific details support the meaning of the text. These questions test your ability to analyze literature the way an English teacher would. Many people find these questions manageable, but the answer choices can be very close to each other. So careful reading is important. Another section of the test focuses on grammar and language use. These questions may ask you to identify an error in a sentence, choose the best revision, correct punctuation, or improve clarity and sentence structure. Even strong readers sometimes struggle with these questions because grammar rules aren't something we consciously think about very often as adults. The Praxis 5038 also includes questions about writing and rhetoric. This means understanding how effective writing works. You might see questions about argument structure, audience and purpose, organization of ideas, and rhetorical strategies. These questions focus on how writers communicate ideas clearly and effectively. You'll also see questions related to literature and literary movements. For example, you might be asked about major literary genres, literary periods like Romanticism or Modernism, important authors, or characteristics of different types of texts. You don't need to memorize hundreds of authors, but it does help to have a solid general understanding of literature and literary concepts. So those are the main areas covered on the Praxis 5038. In upcoming videos, I'll be breaking down the most common questions on the tests, grammar traps that appear on the Praxis, and strategies for answering reading questions. If you're preparing for the Praxis 5038, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of these videos. And leave a comment telling me what you think is the most difficult thing to study for, and maybe I can try to help you out. You can do this.